So Donald Trump has, of course, as he usually does, has been making headlines all week. Some of them headlines that he likes, but most of them headlines that he doesn't like. And there is one headline from this past week that I've kind of avoided talking about, but I do feel, due to the fact that it's now trending on Twitter, kind of got to talk about it. And that is, of course, the rumors that are swirling that Donald Trump may have syphilis. Now, the reason these rumors are swirling around the internet is because earlier this week, the Daily Mail posted a photo of Donald Trump leaving court. He's waving to people, and all over his hand are just these red splotches. They look like open sores, and Donald Trump has not provided any explanation as to why his hand is all chopped up. So, of course, people are going to automatically assume the worst. But it kind of began when you had Democratic political strategist James Carville. In a YouTube video, James Carville, addressing the photograph, said, quote, "They don't look like cuts to me. They look like sores, and I've asked a number of MDs what medical condition manifests itself through hand sores, and the answer is immediate and unanimous: secondary syphilis. I think there's a good chance this man has the clap." So James Carville kind of put it out into the ether and said, I talked to a lot of doctors. They're agreeing that it's kind of a later stage of syphilis. If you've done any research on syphilis, which I had to do for this segment, apparently syphilis goes in stages. And one of the early 1-2 stage is where you do get small sores that develop. But if it progresses after not being treated, it can spread to sores on other parts of your body, like your hands. So this would be stage 3, maybe even stage 4 syphilis, which, if that is the case, would affect, or could affect at least, his brain. That, I'm no doctor. That kind of seems like maybe, right? I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility that this man could have syphilis just based on the symptoms alone. And as I said, everybody online started picking up on this. The hashtag #SyphilisDon began trending on Twitter. But let's look at this logically, right? Okay, we don't want to be out there spreading rumors. There's plenty of stuff to attack Donald Trump for. We don't need to automatically assume that this man has a sexually transmitted disease. Although, again, his, bedroom habits could suggest that, yeah, there's a chance he could have picked this up somewhere. But I think all of that is negated by the fact that Donald Trump has physicians, okay? As a former president of the United States, as a guy that is running for president of the United States again, and as a wealthy billionaire here in the United States, he has access to some of the best medical care, stuff that you and I could never even imagine. I don't think there's any possible way that Donald Trump could have a later stage syphilis. Could he contract syphilis? 100%. Would he probably immediately go running to a doctor the moment a sore showed up somewhere? I believe he would. He'd get his penicillin and he'd be on his way, right? So I just don't think it's likely that Donald Trump would suffer through a festering disease when he would be able to see the early stage symptoms show up in other places, places where any kind of sore is immediately going to cause you to panic, if you know what I'm talking about. And he probably would have gone running to a doctor. He can afford it. So I think the possibility of Donald Trump actually having syphilis, I think it's very low. The symptoms do fit. I'm not going to lie. I mean, even the late stage ones where it does affect your brain, hey, wouldn't shock me, but it would be even more shocking to think that this billionaire didn't go to the doctor to get the very simple treatment for this. And instead, knowing he had syphilis sores on his hands, waved to reporters. It doesn't make any sense. Again, there's plenty of things to attack Donald Trump for. We don't need to be going down these conspiracy theory rabbit holes, accusing him of having an STD. It's, again, not out of the realm of possibility. I just don't think that's what we're looking at here. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.